Hello and thank you for visiting Conscious Libre. Oh, it's dragonfly. Distraction. I'm doing this from outside today for various reasons. It is an absolutely wonderful day. Excuse the hat, it's just so bright that if I can't have this I'd be squinting all the time and I don't want to do that. So I am planning on doing, I keep saying this, but I am planning on doing a video for collective soul types. I am also going to do another video on the celebrity dynamic. I do plan to do another one of those. Okay, what I wanted to talk on today was a little more on the twin flame. You know what, I'm going to call it a twin flame dynamic because I like the way twin flames have the dynamic of an age difference or culture or distance. Excuse me. In a way, when it comes to soul connections, twin flame is kind of a dynamic as well, so I'm going to call it that for now. The dynamic of, not the dynamic, must have sneezed all my brain cells out. The awareness that there is no separation. And I had another understanding of that this morning. Yes, there is no separation. And any idea of separation, disconnect, estrangement, abandonment, pain, loss, lacking, it all comes from the illusion of our unawareness of where we are now, which is here. Because the only thing that's actually blocked from us, the only thing we don't actually know initially is who they are. We don't know that before we come here. They don't know that before they come here. So we're left with this understanding of love without knowing who it's for. That is the only thing that's blocked off. That's the only thing that's blocked. It's not known as to who they are. And even when we do come across them, it's not the who that we fell in love with, it's something else. That's why when we see them, we can't make that connection between the love and the person. Because it's not the who that fell in love, and it's not the who that was fallen in love with. I keep getting buzzed by a dragonfly. I realise that all the time in the past when I've been going, why has he been hidden from me? Because even in the backstory of what would be happening and why that was given to me when I was young, there was an indirect mention for him, but there was no who. Because there wasn't a who back then. We didn't know who we would be until we actually came here. That's why it can take some time to connect what we feel with the actual person, because this who is a stranger to us. They're completely new, there's no connection with them. So then that then led me to, well, if it's not the who that fell in love and it's not the who that was fallen in love with, then how did all that come about when those two haven't even met? And the answer to that was that, I say the answer, it's not the full answer, but beyond the level of the who, maybe even before, there is a bond between the two anyway, and it's through that bond which up until then has been in unawareness. That's how the two have fallen in love, but they haven't fallen in love with a who, they've fallen in love with not a name or a face or a who or a where. It's some other part of that being. I don't know what that bond is. I'm not going to just say some generic concept because that's pointless. There's no understanding in that. There's not any truth in that. So I haven't figured out what that is yet. But I'm just coming into an acceptance and an integration of all that. It's strange because the way I came about it was I was starting my journal this morning. As I flicked past a page, I thought I read the words "time's running out," and I know it didn't say that on that page. So I thought, well, time's running out for what? So I sat down and I got my tarot and I was like, right, what is time running out for? And I asked some questions to form a baseline to get a foundation, so I knew exactly where it was I should be looking and should be exploring. And so that's how I came across all this. Literally the only thing that is there that gets in the way is the not knowing who. And because the one that was fallen in love with, it wasn't the who that fell in love, and it wasn't the who that was fallen in love with. That's the only unknown, that's the only block, that's the only disconnect that there is at all. When I realised that there was actually so little to get in the way, there was so little to be worried about. So I hope this helps someone. It's what I've figured out today. I haven't finished yet, I'm still working through it. I'm just giving myself time to process it, and this video from me is a part of my processing. So I'm sharing that processing with you. Maybe it will help you to trigger that look into it as well. If you'd like to hear about any more of this, about how this progresses, any more information that it might help you, then please like and subscribe.